Welcome to day one Revit Essential Training course. This tutorial is on how to create or how to start a project in Revit. And this is at the interface of Revit whenever you open it. Since 2012, Revit have modified their interface to suit the creative design purpose. So you have two categories of how to create a project in Revit. First is families, if you want to create a family template. The second one, if you want to create a project template. A project template is where you create your building, that all the building plans, elevation and everything is going to be shown. This one too can decide to show elevation and something like that, but this is more of a useful when you are creating a small component part of the project. So after you have created it here, you import it back to the project where you are going to use them. So this is how the Revit interface work. These are the resources. If you want something to do online, you will make use of these to suit the development. So here are the Revit interface, and this is what from here we have title bar, which shows as Autodesk Revit Architecture 2015. So whenever you save your building, this recent file the name is going to change and change to the particular building, like this 3-bedroom. Now if you open it now, this is what is going to be showing here. It's going to show 3-bed promo 3-bedroom drawing. So like this, if it's Quasar 2, it's going to show there. So these ones are our menu bars for the project. We have architecture, we have structure, we have insert, we have annotate, we have analysis, we have analyze, massing and sites, collaborate, view, manage, adding. We have Enscape. These are the rendering engine that will allow you to render. So I have Fury. If you are familiar with the rendering engine, we hear Fury, so that common things. So modify. This allow you to modify whatsoever. While you are seeing all those things being in Nash, being in a painted or painted graphics, is because we are not in project yet. The moment we enter project, those things are going to show. So in the file, if you click on a file, you can see you can create a new file, new project file from here. Like family, I told you, you create a new one, conceptual massing, title block, and annotated symbol. So if you want an existing building, like maybe the building you want is not here, you click on this place as well. You can bring existing building, come from here. These are the existing one. It's a building that have been existing before. So after you have done with your work, you can save it from here or save as new project. Have it. So if you want to export your building, you come here to export it to AutoCAD drawing. The various kind of AutoCAD files are present here. So this if you want to run a building site to another thing, so different kind of exchange file if you want them to convert to image. Suite workflow. These are when you have a group of designers working on a single project. So some people are handling interior, some handle exterior, some handle select. So if you are working, so this one is more useful if you are working in that big organization. So publish your book or drawing, like it's like an export too, but this one is a mode of a documentation publishing. So you keep them in a place. Yes, if you want to print your book, your something, these are the things you are going to touch. Your license of your information, like this one now, is a permanent license. So if you want to check it, the license one is going to take you to some various level and tell you update. These are the standalone Revit F license. You can imagine it's a permanent license, which means it cannot expire because I have cracked it. So if you want to close your building, you click on close and everything will close. So that is the introduction aspect. But let me take you in and see some projects that have been existing in Revit. So click on a new project like this, like a existing project like this. So this is an existing project. This project maybe I'm working on it or I've stopped working on it. So these are the wall, like I've explained. Zoom. These are the templates, chair, wall. So all these things are models that are fixed. So if you click on them now, you're going to change. You're going to see them in this property menu bar. So these are the what? This is sink. If you click on the car, you're going to change to Mercedes. If you click on the wall, on the door, it's going to tell you there is a single floors toilet door. Things like that. Wall, you're going to change to the basic need of wall. So like I've told you before, like those ones that we created, that these things are showing in Fit, you see that they have come up. This is wall, this is door, window, column, roof. So these are the components of building that are going to use to generate this kind of building, the structure and things like that. Insert, if you want to bring a link of projects into this, annotate, if you want to type letter, all these things are being done in annotate. The way you have most of the AutoCAD formats has been the same thing. So Fury, so these are the Fury. If you want to run the Fury, you click on enabling and Fury will work. If you want to work with rendering engine like Enscape, if you have Lumion too, these are places going to show adding things like that. Like this one, I have Lumion here. This is adding export to Lumion. So that is how those things work. So we have building plans here that have been dimensioned. This is a complete working drawing on the project. So that everything has been done and put in place. I think I'm still working on this particular project. So this is the one. So if you are going to sites, okay, this one shows us roof. This is the roof plan of what you've done. This is the set plan, depends. Okay, so I'm still working. These are the set plan. Like this one is a survey property line. So those are what you see. You can imagine the 3D aspect of it. This is the 3D aspect. This is the beauty of Revit. Allow you to see the building before it's being completed. You'll be able to preview it and explain more better to your clients how the thing is work. So the old holistic 3D is here. If you click on it, you are going to get the way. So this is elevations, like front elevation, north elevation, west elevations. So if like this one now, this is the part of documentation, this aspect of sit up like this is your title block. This one is being done for a client. You can imagine architectural post, so designed by us, Multinet Design. So this is the site plan that was given to adjust the building on it. Here is the plan that I showed you before. I have a working drawing. This is the roof plan. This is the section of the one part down section of the house. This is the elevation, front elevation. This is the left side elevation, back elevation, right side elevation, and perspective of the building 3D. So these are the documentation. So if you want to print out now, you can click on print and you print all these things into a single PDF file and send them to your clients. So that is the introduction on Revit. So if you in the next, we are going to talk about how we can start creating a project one after the other. But those are the things that are more components. You have to familiar yourself with all this menu bar and title bar. So by the time we are using them one by one, a prejudice is a true practical assignments oriented program. It is not something that you can just be watching, and you have to be watching them and be practicing them so that the knowledge you create increasing and continue. So this is how we are going to talk about. So in the next training, which is going to start from by bringing new file into BA, we are going to be discussing how to use wall, how to use door, how to use window. So before then, have a nice day. Look into this introduction.